Welcome to the online classes of DePaul School Jasipur. So today we will read about SST of class 4. This is your book Prachi Excellence in Social Studies 4. All of you come to page 25. So in the previous class we studied about the northern plains of India. In northern plains we had already completed the Satluj basin and the Ganga basin. Let us see about Brahmaputra basin. So all of you come to page 25. So let us see the Brahmaputra. So have a look in this picture. This is the picture of Sundarban Delta. The Brahmaputra river originates near the Mansarovar lake in Tibet. So the Mansarovar lake is there in Tibet. So from that Mansarovar lake the Brahmaputra river originates. It runs along the course in the Tibet where it is called Sangbot. So when the river Brahmaputra after originating from Mansarovar lake in Tibet, it moves through the Tibet, okay, the country of Tibet. And when it is moving through Tibet, the Tibetan people, they called it as Sangpo, okay. When it enters at Assam Valley, the Ganga and the Brahmaputra rivers together form the largest delta in the world. This delta is known as the Sundarbans. So in this way, you see the Sangpo river, okay, when it enters at Assam, it is named as Brahmaputra river, and this Brahmaputra river joins river Ganga, and thus these two rivers, the Ganga and Brahmaputra, they form the largest delta in the world at the coastline of Bay of Bengal. This area is known as Sundarbans, okay. This river forms a very fertile plain in India. A number of cities have developed along the banks of this river Ganga. So in this way it is about the Brahmaputra basin. Now let us see about some states which come under the northern plains. The major rivers, so first state which comes under the northern plain is Punjab. So you see, so some major rivers that flow through Punjab are Satluj, Beas and Ravi. So these three rivers, Satluj, Beas and Ravi, flow through the Punjab state. They provide water to irrigate the farmlands. So as we know, Punjab, the main occupation in Punjab is farming, or you can say agriculture. So the vast state need irrigation. So to irrigate the farmlands in Punjab, these three rivers, Satluj, Beas and Ravi, provide water in a plenty. Wheat, rice and sugarcane are the main crops. So the main crops which are cultivated here in Punjab are wheat, rice and sugarcane. And the capital city of Punjab is Chandigarh, okay. Amritsar is the big city, and this picture you see the Golden Temple Amritsar. This is also present in Amritsar. Some other big cities are Jalandhar, Ludhiana and Patiala. Some you can say popular festivals are Guru Parv, Baisakhi, Holi and Diwali, okay. And the language which are spoken in Punjab are Punjabi and Hindi language. So this is about Punjab state. Nothing more is there, only what are the rivers. You just remind some points which I am telling you now. Just remind it, the name of the state, what are the rivers present there, what are the main occupation of the people, what are the main crops, what is the capital city, what are some other bigger cities, and what are the festivals celebrated there, and the language spoken there, okay. So these are the things. This much point you just remember, only this much is needed, nothing more is there. So in this way, next comes Haryana. You see, Haryana is the neighboring state of Punjab, okay. Haryana is the neighboring state of Punjab. Chandigarh is the capital city of Haryana also. So you see, Chandigarh is the capital of both cities, one is Punjab and Haryana. And here in Haryana, Some rivers are also there. Yamuna and Satluj rivers are two rivers are there. These two rivers also provide water for irrigation in this state also. The main crops are just like Punjab, wheat, rice, and sugarcane. These are the main crops. Then how they use water. Farmers use tractors, tube wells, and water pumps. So these are the sources of water. Their main source of water is you can say the irrigation from Satluj and Yamuna river. But since then, some of the farmers they use tractors, tube wells, and water pumps. Many people are engaged in cattle rearing and dairy farming. So dairy farming is also a main occupation there. Cattle rearing means rearing of cows, buffaloes, mainly for the milk purpose. Okay, Hindi and Haryanvi are the main languages spoken in the state. So the main languages spoken in Haryana are Hindi and Haryanvi. Okay, similarly you see NCT Delhi, National Capital Territory of Delhi or New Delhi. It is the capital of India, as we know. Delhi is our capital. New Delhi is our capital. It is the center for the administration of union government. Okay, so some famous monuments are also there in Delhi, which remark the history of our country. Like you can say Red Fort, Jama Masjid, Qutub Minar, India Gate, Lotus Temple, Gurudwara Sisganj, Akshardham Temple, Jantar Mantar. These are the things, monuments which are present in Delhi, which are also a tourist attraction. You can say major Indian festivals are also celebrated here. Most of the Indian festivals are also celebrated here in Delhi. So this is about NCT Delhi. Now let us see Uttar Pradesh. Uttar Pradesh is the densely populated state. So as it is given in this book, it is the Uttar Pradesh is the densely populated states, and the capital of Uttar Pradesh is Lucknow. Some other important cities are also there. These are Meerut, Agra, Kanpur, Allahabad, Varanasi. Okay, so these are the main important cities are also there. And let us see what are the main crops grown here in Uttar Pradesh. So see, wheat, rice, sugarcane, pulses, and oilseeds are the main crops grown in Uttar Pradesh. Okay, main language is Hindi and Urdu. Some major festivals celebrated in Uttar Pradesh are Holi, Dasera, Diwali, Eid, Muharram, and Christmas. Okay, so this much for today. In the next class, we will study about Bihar and West Bengal. This much for today. Thank you.